Hello, everyone, and welcome to this top 8 match between Zhambo and Crull in the World Qualifier, August. And welcome to my co-commentator, Thusium.
Welcome.
Hello. Hello. Um, this is a special one for us because we are post-commentating. So we are rewatching the game and now have the great opportunity to put our nice voices onto this video.
The interesting part being that we haven't been cheating, so we, as you don't know the content of the video yet, we're gonna discover it at the very same time.
Let's say I just know the start and let's say the end, and that's it.
Yeah, because you had to start and stop the recording, obviously.
Yeah, it was let's say a very special Sunday because we had a lot of internet problems,
Yeah.
especially on Discord. So we were recording. I was recording this game, and at the same time, I was co-commentating on the live stream. So yeah, we'll see what's coming around with this one. So on blue is our friend from Italy, Zhambo,
Yeah, so
and
he has
yeah,
the right side heroes in the screen. So he has the right side overlay. And
mhm.
he's gonna be at the bottom of the screen if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yeah, true. And on the other hand, so upper screen is our friend Crull from Australia. Am I correct? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm
I'm the
think so.
worst for that kind of information.
Yeah, okay. We just assume he's from Australia.
So he's gonna be playing at the top of the screen, and he's gonna have the left side overlay.
Yeah.
Outsider being picked is Terror. That's interesting. It's a pretty
Terror.
controlly one. And the objectives are
The objectives are hunting for power,
oh yeah,
tactician, and invasion.
invasion.
Yeah.
So
So
from the picks, we see Crawl going for like a rather aggressive composition. Well, no, well, yeah, a little bit. He has a chemo, so like there is a little bit of aggression on his side. Uh, Hogosai also to reduce his opponent's armor is not like the most passive character. Uh, Plakali is his lane control character, and he has Zakol, who is like pretty good to control the dome, kill a few minions eventually if you need to, but also like control the dome by pushing enemy heroes in and out if needed. I feel like he has a much more aggressive composition than Zhambo's one.
yeah, on Zhambo's side, we see a Strida, Freihill, and from the Taulot, we've got Kotlik and Nelaklen. So basically, it's quite like two two mages.
Two mages actually.
Yeah. So it's of course Astrida is for the lane control there, obviously. And yeah, but Kotlik, for example, with his ultimate, he can just kill every minion on the board. So with that in hand, for example, as an option in round 3, you can just wave clear everything out, and so you've got a nice
Yeah,
control.
yeah, it's true. And also
Yeah,
eventually you can like do that one big skirmish who's gonna like push out one of the characters completely out of the game. If you chip it out a bit with the mages before because like they have piercing, and then you're like, okay, let's skirmish 7+, and I'm just gonna get rid of you.
yeah, true. So one problem that we have is that we can't see the discard parts, for example, and we don't know
Yeah.
which cards had been discarded now from the hands. So we're just yeah. We're just having the screen that you're looking at. It's the same for us. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to guess information here.
yeah, we have to guess sometimes. So please be kind in that part. Okay, so we see Crull going first. So he's obviously the first player with Skytier Flux on the side. Lakali classic move.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
outside on the lane, and yeah,
move worship and attack a minion.
I think so. I suppose so.
Or is she gonna lead some way? Yeah, is Zach all on the same side, so she probably isn't gonna lead. Like Zach all will probably do.
Or maybe he's going into the dome. But we will see afterwards.
I think you want to get that pillar out so that Astrida cannot kill a minion and spawn one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if she doesn't kill one, she can't spawn, and if there is like a pillar, she won't kill one. So if you play it like Ali first, it means you kind of want her to drop the pillar, because otherwise you could have done it with another character, and she could have. I don't know. Sorry, she didn't line of sight on the pillar, so yeah, that would have been stupid anyway. Yeah. So you basically want her to protect those minions, I think.
Yeah. What I did miss was the hero selection phase, and I don't know if Tilakali had been picked on that side before Estrida has been picked through Zhambo. So
not sure about that.
I would have put Estrida on the other lane.
I think she was
to just get rid of that problem.
I think she was picked last because she's the fourth character in the overlay, and that might be like a completely. I don't know how the overlays feel actually, so I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like the classic move. So you move out into the lane, place a pillar, and attack a minion.
Yeah.
And Crull has changed his color, his game color to red.
To red. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because he wants the deck to be on his right side, I think. And if you don't want the name of everything displayed, you know, when the card cross over the playmat, you have to be of the correct color because it changes a little bit your hand position.
Yeah.
So if you take the color opposite to your hand position, well, if you take the deck slot opposite to your hand position, whenever you draw, the card is going to cross the area and display it into the chat to your opponent. So it's not really what you want to do. Do we see Kotlik going next?
Yeah, what is missing is
the
use of the the action buttons. So
it's going to be frail, I think, actually. No, there is the action buttons and the activation token also that displays which hero is being activated.
Normally, and they don't use it. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a bit tedious to have to use them during a game if you're not already used to, actually. So Freyal is gonna go and kill the pillar.
And there they go with the action buttons. Okay, perfect. And the lead from deck.
Wait,
so move,
but
attack, and lead from deck.
Where is the second minion? Like she attacked the pillar?
She attacked the pillar, yeah.
And then oh yeah, no, sorry, yeah. My bad.
It's Briar.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, so now you were guessing correct. Sakol is moving out into the lane.
It's gonna put the pillar back and worship, I guess. Lead, sorry, not worship. He worships the pillar back.
Is remembering me of some game where pillars were placed all over the battlefield, and we didn't get why they were placed afterwards. Okay, so looks like he's leading from deck.
Yeah, from deck is interesting. I guess your opponent led from the deck. It's the first turn. You don't really want that lane that badly at that point. I guess it could give you a tactician point, but like right now it doesn't matter that much, and you might want to keep your resources for the dome because that one is going to counter you a lot.
Yeah, first of all, you get a point on tactician, and maybe hunting for power could be interesting.
Yeah, and also like the effect of the outsider is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you have a chemo, you don't really want to leave that outsider to your opponent, and also your opponent could like use it. You could use it against him pretty efficiently also.
Yeah. So what's happening here?
So Hokosai is going in. I guess it's gonna lead. No, it's gonna worship to mark.
But it's
To mark Kotlik and then lead. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so it looks like the action buttons on Crull's side don't work. So they are both using
Yeah.
the
Okay.
action buttons from Zhambo. That's interesting. Okay, but thanks a lot, guys, that you helped us with that. So
Hogosai triggered and got 0 on the flip, so he's dealing 1 damage to himself and to Kotlik with the mark. And then he led from hand.
Yeah, it's a piercing damage.
Yeah. It's piercing on the opponent and sacrifice for yourself.
Yeah.
So Strider going next. She could go into she could like move skirmish and kill a minion on the left lane. Well, that's not what he goes for.
I think he'll just later on maybe move out with Nilaklen and do that. Move, attack, and maybe play a lead on the left lane. That's the advantage of going second.
Well,
You see
the thing is
how
that
the board develops, and you can decide.
The thing is that you know the right side for you is probably well, it's not necessarily lost if you invest a lot of resources with a Strider, but like you're not gonna spawn a minion. Like I think you're better off going with. I think you could go with a Strider, but then you put her also in range of getting attacked by a chemo, which is not necessarily what you'd love to do. Well, on that side, she also is in range of a chemo actually. So she moves, skirmish, and attack the pillars. So that's like a lot of resources.
It's a move and an attack.
A move and an attack, sorry. Yeah, she has 1 action left.
And there goes the skirmish, maybe.
Yeah.
1,
She
2. Yeah, it's a skirmish.
So you kind of force your opponent to go into the dome now, right? Because
it's
tricky because it's gonna be even if he puts the chemo into the dome, and if he doesn't, he loses the outsider in the dome. But he might win the lane on the other side. Though you still have Nilaklen to play, so that's far from guaranteed. And if he gets into the dome with Akimo, you might still take it with Nilaklen anyway and just leave open the left lane.
Okay,
so the position here is really good for Zhambo because like playing last basically means he's gonna choose which control token he wants to win. Like
and
yeah,
he's moving on a lane, and okay, interesting position because why did he skirmish there? And he's leading from deck. So, okay.
I don't know. That positioning is a bit weird.
Yeah, I would have expected that with
because he's not going to be out of range of Nilaklen anyway if he goes into this direction. So like
yeah, okay, what's happening there? is where they taking the minion away. Okay. Maybe he played a quick shot or something. They're resolving the
Yeah,
the
possible.
control points. So Sakol had a 3 on his lead. Sakol, okay.
Yeah, he might have played a quick shot, but we didn't saw anything displayed in the screen.
Yeah.
The problem is like if he didn't put it exactly in the area to get the name displayed, then you just don't get them.
Yeah, because now this control point on the left lane is resolved second, so
yeah, it's gonna be Crull's one actually, winning by 1.
I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty sad for Zhambo actually, because like he had the advantage of playing second and he lost to control token. He's gonna get the dome one though.
Yeah, that's true.
Hogosai led with 3, and Astrida, no, sorry, Kotlik did the same. So basically, he's winning that one by 1. He's going to take the outsider, which has to spawn in a bush. I guess you want to like be an annoyance to a chemo here, right? Like you just you. I think the reason for that skirmish is that this way. No, it doesn't even matter because like I think you put the outsider in the bush just in the back of Ogosai. And then you pull Akimo in the top, but yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Yeah.
You pull him in the top one. Yeah, you hit him, and then you roar to push him back to the Nexus slowed.
Oh yeah, that's super neat.
Yeah, that's gonna be awful. It's gonna be absolutely
terrible. And now
terrible.
it's turned purple, so angrier than before.
Oh, it's interesting that he puts him here and not in the bush hex.
Oh, but he can push him right next to the tower then.
Yeah, but
for example.
if it were in the bush, you could push him right next to the Nexus, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the difference is so big.
Okay, he actually chose to. That's interesting. Why moving him? To be able to attack him with Nelaklan to draw a card?
Yeah, probably.
That could be a reason, yeah. But you have piercing, so you also need to be a bit careful with that. I mean, Akimo would be able to nuke that outsider out of the world if you get it too low in HPs.
But he's disarmed and slowed.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like next turn. I'm talking about like in 2 to 3 turns. Like if you chip it away a few times to draw cards, like it's gonna get from 18 to I don't know, maybe like 10 or 8, and then it's gonna start to be a problem.
There's a presence plate by Tilakali.
Yeah, so she counts 2, and he's got like 4 minions already. That's already a pretty threatening right lane here.
Yeah. So yeah, invasion could be an option for Crull. Or maybe it looks like an option for him.
Could be, yeah, definitely. You'd need to push the left lane, and I think Zhambo can kind of defend it, right? Like you can always send the Astrida to kill a minion, spawn one, or like it doesn't seem unlikely to be able to at least stall the control token in the left lane.
Yeah,
because Akimo is like really far away.
Yeah, but you need to win by 2, right?
Yeah.
To move the control token next to the tower.
Yeah, that's my point. Like I think Zhambo would be able to forbid his opponent to win by 2 here.
Yeah.
But he decides to put a strider on the right lane. I mean, maybe he knows he's able to defend the left anyway, and he just wants to push it back on the right one. Also, he needs to
overflow. Okay, Astrida is playing an overflow.
So she's gonna draw 3 and discard 2.
Yeah.
Discard 1. Sorry.
No, discard 2.
It's draw 3, discard 2. Yeah, you draw 1.
Yeah.
You draw nothing actually. You end up with the same hand size.
It's the same hand size, but you shuffle through your deck, right?
Yeah, you're searching for cards.
Yeah.
You're exchanging mana for cards, basically.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stacking a minion is gonna spawn 1. Oh, something happened with the overlay. He's now playing double Astrida.
Crazy. Yeah, Kotlik is gone.
She's turning other heroes into sirens also.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is that shuffling through the deck by overflow was used by Ashun, as I remember.
Yeah.
And very effectively. So he had the cards on hand that he was looking for.
Yeah, I mean it's a really, really good way to get the cards you want.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a game where like you don't necessarily draw that much card compared to the size of your deck. Because like you get 2 of them at the end of each round.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the others, you need to find other ways to get them. So like either kill heroes, damage towers, cantrip some cards, and there isn't that many cantripping cards. So it's like you have very few ways to actually draw cards and find what you want.
Yeah, so Sako, I think, is using his skirmish.
Yeah.
To move.
Yeah, it's gonna attack and push Freya.
Yeah, and his.
Which doesn't really matter because she hasn't played yet, so she's gonna be able to move afterwards anyway to reposition herself. But she takes some damage now, which is interesting. I mean, that was probably the goal of it. Yeah, he prefers to push her into the bash. That's interesting. Oh no, okay, he plays a stone barricade into the bash. No, it needs to be adjacent.
He can't. Yeah. So, but
why?
Can't play the stone barricade there. What's happening?
Because he plays the stone barricade adjacent and then he worships. Isn't that what's happening?
Yeah.
So he kills the minion and replaces it differently.
That makes sense.
That's moving. No, it can't be because he worshipped, attacked. Oh yeah, that's it. Like you worship, you attack.
It was skirmish.
Skirmish attack, and then you worship onto the pillar that you just placed with the stone barricade.
So and he drew -1, so none of the minions were removed. Oh.
Which is a bit rough, honestly, because like you probably played that card intentionally just for that.
Yeah, that hurts. That really hurts.
And that's a problem of playing -1s, right? Like, so usually it's not a big deal.
Okay,
unless that kind of
happening with the outsider. So maybe Nelaklen attacking.
Nelaklen attacked him, I think, because he's flipping +2. That's a lot of damage, right? Like 5 damage. He's like 13 HP.
Ooh. Oops. Yeah, it's piercing.
Yeah, it's piercing, yeah. That's what I was telling, is like attacking that outsider with Nelaklen is like you're gonna attack it twice and then it's gonna be in range of being killed by a chemo. So you need to be a ooh. We see
Gathering Storm played by Nelaklen, I suppose.
Yeah, and another one by Frail, unless the card has been put across both
Yeah,
boards,
yeah,
which is also
I
possible.
think it's meant to be played by Nelaklen.
Yeah, and then he plays
And
a pillar,
worst card.
refreshes them. Or yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he can't remove the pillar though, so he's not gonna. Oh yeah, yeah, you can obviously, but
Yeah, he could remove
he
the
could remove.
pillar
Yeah, I forgot that the pillar
in the
side
dome.
Kotlik was
Yeah.
his own one. Yeah. But he decides not to do so.
So he didn't refresh the mana. Hmm. And he's playing another. Okay, he's leading from hand.
Mhm.
He's now at 6 cards in hand, and Grollis was 4 cards in hand. So Hogusai, yeah,
Move, attack.
there's some delay, I think. Yeah, some move.
Yeah, attacking the outsider for drawing a card, I guess, because like with two. Oh yeah, well you could still do a bit of damage. You're 2+, yeah. Oh, that's a bit more than a bit.
Okay, so
It's four more damage. Yeah. And then you probably worship on Hakim on Neraklan, or you lead. I'm starting to wonder if that game ended up with the outsider dying.
I'm not sure who he was marking now.
The outsider.
Okay, so he lost.
He used
lost his warship skill.
no he used strength for pain, right?
Yeah.
To do another attack because he lost 2 HPs.
Yeah.
So I think that's just another attack because I don't think there is a way to remove like.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he did flip. Sorry, he did flip another ultimate. He flipped a +3 on the worship.
Okay.
Because he lost exactly the same amount of HPs. Yeah. He went from 16 to 12, so it's like it's the 4 HPs that he removed to the outsider.
That makes sense. So let's say the outsider is marked.
Yeah.
And which would mean if
he has
Akimo...
-1 armor. So like if Akimo can, and he can't. He can't because he's slowed.
He's slowed.
But
there is Kotling.
He might have like a clear mind.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is Kotlik could kill it before, right? Like there is only 5 HPs left on that outsider.
So you move Kotlik, you do the warship action and do skirmish, and you've got a +2, a 2+ skirmish.
Yeah, isn't it better just attack him then? Because like your attack is 3+.
Yeah, you could. I'm just thinking about options. So move,
skirmish, and attack, I guess.
Yeah, with the skirmish you could flip a nice one like +3.
The thing is, if you fail, that could be a straight loss for you. Because if your attack doesn't kill it, then it's.
Oh, he's going with Freiherr. Maybe he's going to heal him?
Well, he's just gonna like. No, that doesn't work. She's too far away.
That doesn't work, no.
But it goes for it. Skirmish, move.
Skirmish. Move. And what's happening now?
I guess you could heal him. Shapeshift? Yeah.
Shapeshift?
Shapeshift and sacrifice.
Yeah.
He's gonna have 1 HP left. Wait, are you? No, you can't heal Nelaklen with the shapeshift. Yeah, you can heal your Frail differently. So she healed by 2. Oh, we see Sky Tier Flux.
Crull is playing.
Yeah. There is Unstoppable
by
on Akimo.
Akimo, I think.
That might be the end of the outsider, but you'd better not miss your shot. Because
Okay, so that's a fast and a frenzy.
yeah,
So
but you're
he's
still
got
decent.
yeah, it's a normal move, let's say,
So
because you're slowed and fast.
yeah. So the problem is if you skirmish here, Frail just casts the heal afterwards, and she kills the outsider, right?
And the thing is, Akimo is still disarmed.
Yeah. Well, he might
And
have a clear mind.
but he can't play. Yeah, he needs to play it by somebody else because
Oh
Akimo
yeah,
is
he
out of
doesn't have
mana.
any mana. Yeah, true.
Yeah, he already used the Sky Flux. So
Yeah, that's true.
phew.
That's tough.
I don't know if that math is going to work out.
Well, the thing is, like you kind of your only choice is like to mark him to get closer, right, and then to just hit him. But then you're like
Ah,
4
yeah.
plus, because if you skirmish Frail, if Frail has a heal and you don't deal 0 damage, you basically lose.
Yeah.
Well, no, you could have only a how it's called, like the blue heal, the one that heals 3. So a nourish.
A nourish.
Yeah,
A nourish.
with nourish, you need to flip a +2 to offer the win to your opponent by skirmishing with Akimo. Um, with the sacrifice, a +1 would be enough.
That's a skirmish.
Yeah.
I think that's a skirmish. I'm not sure, but
He might also skirmish and decide just not to resolve the flip and then attack. But then it's also the same risk. It's like if you miss your attack, but I think you have to, because like if you resolve the flip, I think you offer the win to your opponent, right? If you attack, you're taking a risk, but at least you have a chance to win. If you just like take the skirmish, I think the risk of losing it on the flip is too high.
yeah, dealing.
I know, and yeah, I think it's the same problem for the attack. It's like if you don't kill it in one go, then your opponent can just react your frenzy attack, the second one with the heal, and you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Oh,
you have
no.
a doom to cast on somebody else that she cannot cast any spell. Well, basically she has 0 mana, but I'm pretty sure it's the card that is on the Lackland that is covering both characters. So he actually marked to get closer. Oh no, that's the mark from Ogozai, sorry.
Didn't. She used her ability to heal herself. It was on a card. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So I'm not sure what they are resolving now or discussing. So it could still be skirmish damage,
Yeah,
which
I
Connor
think
is thinking about, or yeah, maybe
he,
his first attack.
he might be thinking either about the skirmish. Yeah, +1. So that's, we're gonna see how many
Or
damage he's gonna inflict, and that's gonna give. Okay, it's 2 + 1, so that's the attack, right?
that's the attack. So
Yeah. Mm.
down
If
to
there is a heal,
down to
he loses. If there isn't, he wins. Basically, that's how it works, right?
yeah, through Freihill.
Yeah. There is one sacrifice.
There
We
is
just
the
saw it. Yeah.
sacrifice. He plays it on the
On the lead, but
lead
like,
part,
yeah,
but it's a sacrifice. Yeah.
sacrifice on the outsider, and
So
I guess that's the win for Zhambo, right?
yeah, plays sacrifice. Yeah, there it is.
Oh wait, no. We see a shove.
The
Wait,
hell?
but what? What for? What are you going to shove?
Oh no, he's
Oh, he's
just putting
showing
down
his
all the
hand.
cards.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. It's a slide, but slide
Ah, yeah,
doesn't
slide. Sorry, yeah,
doesn't
not shove.
yeah doesn't put her out of range.
Yeah,
So
you can't even target her, right? She needs to be
no,
adjacent.
yeah, I think so.
I don't remember about the exact
Well,
difference between
that's
the two every time.
but that's a crazy one. So they were so close on both sides, and only this decision, okay, who am I going to move on the left lane? Freyhel could be my best option because she has the I turn the healing into damaging ability. Wow. And just wait for the right moment.
The
Oof.
thing is, with Kotlik, you're taking the risk of the flip. With Freyhel, you just guarantee 4 damage, right?
That's true. Yeah.
And the thing is, well, I guess Kotlik could do more, but like if you flip a 0 or even a -1, if you have some, which he probably could have under the shape of like Bewitch, you're basically giving the win to your opponent. While with Freyhel, you actually forcing your opponent to take a risk to give you the win if he wants to get it.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened. Like he flipped a +1. Actually, wait. He flipped +1. The base attack was 4.
4, 5, so
5 because
half
of the mark.
and rounded up, so 3.
No, wait, it's 5 because of the mark. So it would be like
5,
6,
yeah.
6 with the +1.
Yeah, but
So
3.
yeah, so the thing is like it's 3. So even a +2 only puts you at 7, which means you deal 4 damage, which means the outsider is still not dead, right? Like you need to but even a +3 doesn't matter because it only puts you at 8. So that attack actually wouldn't have made any difference. Like even with the best flip, you don't kill him.
With the first attack, you can't kill him. Yeah, because of the disarm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So here is my take on it. I think that attack is a mistake then, because the point is like if Rail goes here, it's because she has the heal, right? She won't get into that position and shapeshift as a last action if she can't cast a heal on the outside.
Yeah. So you have to see that there is obviously the option to cast a healing spell, which is turned into damage then.
Yeah, it's like but by attacking the outsider here with no chance of killing him in one attack, you just basically give the win to your opponent, right? Let's see, if you flip the worst possible card, which is like, let's assume it's a 0 and not a -1, but it could be a -1. Then you're attacking with 5,
Yeah.
which is still a 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Which the outsider was at 5 HP. So yeah, it's the very same ending actually. It doesn't change anything. So like, well, with your very worst flip, it would be a 2. I don't remember, like when you flip 2 cards, do you have to choose the highest modifier or do you choose the modifier you apply? I think you choose the modifier.
You choose the modifier.
So
yeah.
you could choose the -1, deal only 2 damage, and then you would be at 3 HP, and you wouldn't change anything because even a Nourish would kill it. So it's really, I think the correct line of play would have been to resolve the skirmish and praying for the skirmish to deal 1 damage and for the healing card not to be sacrificed but Nourish, which is like so much of an edge situation that I think it was incorrect to go with Akimo and just try to kill it before your opponent does, because it doesn't really, you didn't have a real shot at it, right? But also maybe Crull position here is that he couldn't do anything else. Like if you don't, then you lose anyway because Kotlik can go deal a few damage and then Freyhel goes and kill him. Like the point is that once Freyhel is here, if you don't go and try your shot with Akimo, even if your shot is like 1% chance, not even 1% chance. But I think like the correct way to take the shot would have been to resolve the skirmish, play for 1 damage and for a Nourish, and then attack if Nourish, and like if Sacrifice doesn't go off at 4 HP. But the thing is, if you don't do it, Kotlik is going to move in position, hit the outsider, and then you can't deny it anymore because like Freyhel is going to cast a Nourish and kill him.
I don't know. The
Anyway,
question is, should he have attacked with Hogusai before that? Why didn't he just try to put the invasion onto it? Just to push that, or because when you win at least by 1, you don't win by 2, you don't get the invasion, but you get a point on tactician. So you're like controlling more the game, and you're automatically are going to gather more tactician points, for example. So it's going to be harder for Zhambo to counter this, maybe, and
yeah,
he has to concentrate on other points on the battlefield. So I don't know if maybe the thoughts behind that going in all in with Hogosai it could have been too much
I
into
agree.
that direction.
I completely agree with that, but I also think that he might not have thought Ogosai would put such an amount of
Yeah.
damage because he flipped 2+3.
On round 2
No,
as
on attack.
well.
Here on attack, he got
Yeah,
one,
on the attack.
and then on the
And
worship, he got another one.
we are on round 2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's like he got like basically 5, 9 damage because of the
Yeah,
-1 armor.
which is insane. But in
I
yeah.
mean, he might not have thought that he would deal like so much damage. But I think maybe the problem is like maybe after having put the attack, you should have been like, okay, I just dealt 5 damage. Let's stop here and worship
Yeah.
on something else.
Yeah, and then he put the sacrifice down. Not the sacrifice, the strength over pain. I wanted to say.
Because then like you can always attack. You can always worship on Nelakun. I mean, it's not awesome, but like it's better than putting you in a situation like this outsider fight. Like looked a little bit like a flip coin, but your opponent had like the upper hand on the coin.
Yeah.
He was playing with a piped coin, basically.
So and maybe you then get Nelaklen a bit out of the play. I mean, he doesn't have armor, so the mark on that one for Hagosai doesn't really count, but the damage dealing on Nelaklen could be very impactful.
Yeah.
So it was like 4. It would have been like 4 damage. So you're down to 10 HP. Okay,
Yeah, you
so
might not throw it back.
okay, in the end, I think Fryer would have moved on that lane to help. No, to maybe help Nelaklen get some heal.
Yeah, probably, but like at least you don't lose.
Yeah, you still in play.
Yeah.
And you have more options. You've got Tactician, maybe, and on the right situation, you take on the outsider.
Yeah, I think your opponent has a better hand now, but it might not matter too much at that point. It's too early for it to make like such a huge difference, I think. Thank you very much for having followed this match with us. We're sorry that the conditions were not the best one. As we said, we did as we could with a very hectic scheduling and a lot of which is due to like a lot of internet issues. Discord decided to stop working. Tabletop Simulator did the same for a few players. It was like very complicated for us to have everything working in the best possible conditions. I hope you still enjoyed this recorded match anyway, and obviously take the time to have a look at the other ones in the channel that we streamed that day if you didn't. We still have a few to put on the channel. They should be uploaded, in the coming week at worst. And I think that's it. Thank you very much, Zaragul, for having recorded and post commented that game. And I wish you all a very nice evening.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And it was, as always, a very fun and entertaining conversation with you. And I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time here on Skytier.
Bye.
Bye bye.